We continue our work, and now we're going to speak about cultural initiatives of IZOLIATSIYA Foundation in Mariupol. We have here Communications Director at IZOLIATSIYA Foundation, Anya Medvedeva, and Anastasiya Ponomaryova, architect-urbanist, researcher, co-founder of NGO Urban Curators. Please take the floor. Thank you. We're going to speak about Mariupol, those initiatives that are conducted by Isolation Foundation. Our fund was founded in 2014 and 2010, and it was the main instrument that we used was culture, different formats, modern art, creative industry, educational programs, and educational program as separate activities. And the events of last year, our fund was seized by DPR members, and we moved to Kiev. We can't provide our activities in occupied territories. That's why we provide our activities in the ATO area. We had several projects, and the main is change, transformation, and we use culture for these changes. We chose Mariupol as a city that needs changes, a city where there's no many organizations like ours, and we open an office there, and we conduct a project that is called Change. This is a series of programs, training programs for people, and we have cultural projects, arts projects, and we're going to conduct events not in Donetsk, but in Mariupol, partly in Mariupol, partly in Kiev. And topics we chose, it is called Architecture Ukraine. This is the broad concept, because architecture is not only about planning the city, not about urbanism. It's about communication, transformation, history, everything that surrounds us. This is also a question of identity that is very important for Mariupol. In the framework of this project, we invited experts from anthropology, painters, and other experts in different fields to propose their initiatives, how to change Mariupol. They went to Kiev and Mariupol, and during the first stage of this initiative, they created a pop-up exhibition that is an intermediary stage and is and represents documentaries, videos, photos, visualization of what can be done in Mariupol. During the next year, they are going to develop their projects together with the isolation team, and will provide some projects in a year, and it will happen in Mariupol. The exhibition was presented in Kiev. We wanted to present here in Kiev to people who internally displaced people. We wanted to provide them with some ideas, and our participants represent different countries, different approaches. That is a very interesting idea of the situation. Now this exhibition is in Mariupol, and the curators are Krista Ernstens and Rico Rowbotham, and they are the participants of our team. and they help us to restore the territory, and they have wonderful experience of communication in difficult situations, and they have clear understanding of who we are in Donetsk and what we are going to provide to people in the east of Ukraine. And now I give the floor to Rick Rowbotham, and he will tell us about why we chose architecture and why we also concentrate on Mariupol.
Hi, Rick. Could you say why architecture Ukraine and why Mariupol actually?
Okay. Good morning. First of all, the program was about researching the identity of 21st century industrialized cities. And we were interested in a number of the cities in the Donbass region. Why Mariupol? Because we already had a relationship with Mariupol. Members of our team already knew the city, and it seemed a perfect example to research. And in addition, it was on the border of the current conflict, and so there are sort of identity crises and sort of other interesting psychological and urban factors that are affecting the city for the moment. Shall I continue?
Yeah.
So the study effectively set out to gather as much information and data on the city as possible. We wanted to represent architecture as a more holistic approach to modern day urbanization, and with that in mind, we needed to gather a whole variety of information from the socioeconomic, demographic profile to the physical aspects of the city, to its history, its function, the communities that live there, and so on and so forth. So it's not. One would say it's not a set-piece study, it's about a variety of topics, and we wanted to reveal the city and its functions in totality. That was the first part of the program. We're now applying that data and the information and knowledge of the city to small projects which basically represent interventions in the urban context, and these have been demonstrated in a pop-up exhibition currently being shown in Mariupol. The projects that are shown there will be developed in the next 6 months to a more rigorous conclusion, and we hope at some point to publish a book illustrating the various examples, and perhaps maybe install one or two of the interventions within Mariupol itself.
Okay, thank you. Наряду с выставкой, которая сейчас открыта в Мариуполе по результатам резиденций, есть еще одна выставка, проходившая в рамках резиденции «Архитектура Украины». Она называется «Города будущего сегодня. Сила урбанистического видения». Важность этой выставки в том, что она показывает целый срез того, как архитекторы-урбанисты видели развитие городов в течение 100 лет. Это были как утопические идеи, которые никогда не были реализованы, так и вполне реалистические, которые в той или иной форме были воплощены.
This also showed how many fantasies and dreams we can have on some issue, and there is no limit for possibilities. And it's a very optimistic project, I would say. So we showed it in Kyiv, now it's in Mariupol. And in the same way as our pop-up exhibition, you can see till 13th of November. One more interesting initiative that we are making now together with New York organization Friend for Architecture is called Letters to the Mayor, and the essence of this project is architects, designers, urbanists and all the citizens of Ukraine can write letters. At the moment we are focused on Mariupol, so there are letters to the mayor of Mariupol, and in this way we want to build the dialogue and to make a platform where the authorities can listen to qualified opinions and opinions to the people who are just leaving the city and they want some changes. At the moment, project is on active stage, and the result of this project will be exhibitions that will be opened very soon on 23rd of October. And now I'm very pleased to introduce you Anastasiya Ponomaryova because she takes part in this project. She has got few motivations. One of it is that she was born in Makeyevka in Donetsk region, and at the distance she can help that positive changes we started in Mariupol. Good afternoon. Thank you, Anya. I would like to add what Anya started already about my motivation. I also have professional motivation as I'm urbanistic architecture, the founder of the organization Urban Curators. Me and colleagues decided that will be maximum open to communication in our work. One of the main principles is to express initiative, working with administration, with other NGOs, and answering the request. One of these requests or proposal, we replied to it and became the participants of this project, Letters to the Mayor, as we believe we are living now in globalization epoch, and it's not possible to stay closed in this time and trying to compete. We need to be open, we need to cooperate with each other, we need to become partners. Only in the group joint like this one we can achieve a lot. Except for professional and personal motivation, I also have motivation of a citizen, as I'm eager to take a part in the projects even abroad, except for my professional activities. Anya mentioned already that exhibition will be opened in the nearest future, and we can read the letters, my letter as well, the letters of my colleagues, architects, urbanists in Mariupol. But also I would like to add that by 2018 we will publish catalog and we can get acquainted with it. And there are letters not just from people with active position to future mayor of Mariupol, but also people who were writing the letters to the mayors of other cities all over the world. As far as I know, there will be a collection of more than 25 countries. We need to wait for some time, but I think the result will be worth it. There is no sense now to tell what I wrote in my letter because it will take a lot of time. I just want to tell that I believe sincerely that we shouldn't give up, and we shall be maximum active, open, and I believe that such a small step to the way of long-term partnership and cooperation can lead to serious consequences. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nastya. Thank you, Anya. Could you please stay on the stage, as there will be a question to both of you. Nastya, first question is to you one more time about this exhibition. So, when you open this exhibition, will it be just in Mariupol, or maybe it will move to Kyiv? Then some more information about exhibition. Yes, that is a question to me, as the project was arranged by Isolation. That exhibition will be in Mariupol 23rd of October till 13th of November at Italianska Street 113. We hope to show this project in Kyiv. We don't know when at the moment, and I would like to add what Nastya told already. The idea of the project wasn't just to build this connection between Kyiv and Donbass, to continue what we already did on the east, but also to put Mariupol to all Ukrainian and world context. And we really hope other cities of Ukraine will join this initiative. They also will write letters to the mayor, to city administration. They will try to achieve some result. And the route of the project is very interesting, as it was started in New York, then Panama, Bogota, Buenos Aires, and Mariupol. So Mariupol is in such an interesting context, and it's beautiful, really beautiful. And one more comment about the exhibition. Does it have separate Facebook page, maybe, to follow the updates of the exhibition? Or maybe it will be on the installation website. Yes, we have separate group, and you can follow the process there. In the nearest time, we will start process of the exhibition composition, and then we will update you on the news. It is called Letters to Mayor Group. And the question to Nastya, at least few theses, few remarks about your letter, briefly. It's complicated, I will try. As due to my professional activities, I'm writing about some urban changes, and I'm trying to give some directions. I point out that on the way of achieving result, majority is interested, and it's supposed to be the goal of the politicians, the goal of the mayor. First of all, they need to pay attention to the public transport and transformation of public spaces, of existing public spaces, addition of the new spaces. As I'm trying to write why is it important and why is it connected directly to the improvement of life quality in the city, to some political programs. That's rather complicated issue. It's complicated to describe it briefly, but if professional works with some limited resources, and our resources in Ukraine are limited, all of us, we should understand we have lack of money, lack of experience. And it's complicated to take decisions. It's complicated to give priorities. And in this situation, I understand it would be quite difficult for mayors. So I'm trying to be brave enough to give him these advices. But according to the experience of international cities, that cities as Anya mentioned already, those cities that manage to transform in the nearest time limits to become comfort cities and to reduce many indicators on safety, on life level. These transformations are possible if you're trying to do them with the interest of majority of people, maximum democratic, and the available and developed public transport is like that. It's like an epicenter of events. If we have that in the city, in the future we will have all the rest. Thank you very much. Maybe any other questions or comments? There are no questions. Thank you very much, friends. Please come again. If you have some new exhibition, Ukraine Crisis Media Center will be pleased to host you. Thank you.